Sports.
The Tigers in the midst of their longest losing streak of the season, trying to snap a 3-game skid today against UConn. 4-star recruit Damian Baugh in the house for an official visit, checking out the Tigers game, and senior Kevin Davenport was ready to put on a show for the crowd today. But first, starting off the game behind the arc, where Jeremiah Martin has been automatic as of late. Hits the triple, giving the Tigers a 5-point lead. The Tigers shooting 38% from deep for the game. Beautiful passing, followed by a beautiful shot from Tyler Harris. Tigers up 20-9. Like I said earlier, Kevin Davenport doing big things in this one. The feed, then the flush. Davenport puts the Tigers up 12. Later, Tyler Harris showing off some handles, creates some space, and ends up draining the jumper. Harris went 5 of 9 from the field and had 12 points. U of M up 26-13. But leading the way was Davenport in this one. The extra pass, and Davenport drains the triple. He finished with a game-high 26. Then in the second half, some major style points. Jeremiah Martin going off the glass, and Davenport with the dunk. My goodness, Tigers snapped the losing streak, beating UConn 78-71.
I think it was on the guys. Their attention to detail and their mental coming into the game. There was more, like I said, more of a desperation from the guys today because they knew we had to have this win.
No, I really feel like we didn't come out like trying to prove a point or anything. We just wanted to get the win. We took 2 losses back to back, so and another one, so we just wanted to come out and get the win.
We knew coming out we really needed this game to get us going. So from here on out, we got to play tough and we got to play better, and we got to get us a winning streak going because 3 losses in a row really hurt.
The Rebels picked up their 6th conference win yesterday after topping Georgia 80-64, and there's really no other way to put it than junior guard Breein Tyree went off. Tyree tied a career high with 31 points in the win. He shot 50% from the field and has now scored 20 or more points in 5 straight games, with the junior's scoring average now up to 18.5 points per game. Good old number 4 for the Rebels, solidifying himself as one of the top guards in the SEC as of late.
I had a lot of 5-men on me, and I just tried to drive to the rim, and the ball was falling tonight. Coaches told me to stay aggressive. They're switching a lot on the ball screens. Took a little bit too many shots for my liking, but I'll take a win. It benefits us a lot, especially, like you said, when we're cutting hard. Coach stresses cutting hard and great spacing, and when we do that, it's really hard to guard, especially me and TD and Devontae when we're driving the ball and, getting each other open.
Gosh, that just doesn't look right, does it? But it's about as official as you can get now. Marc Gasol scoring 7 points last night in a Raptors uniform. He's got his new team, but the Grizzlies also got their new guys, and they were pretty impressive last night in the Grizzlies' win over the Pelicans. C.J. Miles, Avery Bradley, and Delon Wright combined for 28 points in their first game with the Grizz. Miles scored 13 points himself in just 21 minutes of play, going 6 of 9 from the field. Some new faces already making some noise in the Bluff City.
I know it's hard for guys coming in on first game off of a trade, still waiting on Valanciunas, to be active, and we didn't know what to expect. And for guys to come out and be able to, withstand an early run from New Orleans and get back into it and kind of find our rhythm and see what we're capable of doing, playing a little bit faster, is very encouraging.
The first time I was new, I know how they feel, but I think they've done a good job, though, being the new guys and coming in and playing literally off the rip and doing well and getting the win. So they've started off better than I was when I was a new guy.
It's the opening weekend for the Alliance of American Football, and today the Express finally got their chance to take the gridiron for their first game ever. A little family rivalry to start off the season as well. Express General Manager Will Lewis taking on his brother Tim Lewis, who just so happens to coach the Iron. Meanwhile, the head coach for the Express, Mike Singletary, ready on the sidelines, and you better believe his defense will be prepared. Right on cue, Anthony Johnson coming off the edge. He sacks Luis Perez for a big loss. Johnson getting a nod of approval from Samurai Mike. The Express trailing 9-0 in the third, but they get a turnover they needed. Former Alabama star Trent Richardson gets popped, fumbles the football. The Express recover. Same drive off the turnover. Express going for it on 4th and 1, and they get stuffed. Could be the play of the game right there. It was huge because after that, Richardson would regroup for the Iron, breaking tackles for his 2nd score of the game. That one from 5 yards out. And the Express gets shut out, falling 26-0.
Inside 2 minutes to go.
I thought the team played hard, but we did not play complimentary football. Our plan was to come in and mix it up, be able to run, get our quarterback comfortable, throw some underneath passes. Didn't really work like that. We missed some of those, and we'll get better at that. We just did some things today that you can't do.
And on the soccer pitch yesterday, Memphis 901 FC played in their first competitive match, topping the Memphis Tigers 2-0 in their first preseason match action. Even though the team scored 2 goals, it was the defense that impressed manager Tim Mulqueen the most.
Defensively, they grasped the concepts that we wanted during the first week, which is forcing play wide and winning our individual duels, and we did that really well. I think we need to be, and I'm not surprised, but we need to be a little bit better in the final third of the field in front of the goal, but we haven't really worked on that. This is only our first week, so we build into that.
And finally, look at this. The final round of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am delayed after the course was covered in hail. But don't worry, the sun came out and so did the putter of Phil Mickelson. He's through 16 and leads by 3 strokes at 18 under, with play being suspended until tomorrow. And that'll do it for sports. More News Channel 3 after this.